Test 1 2, check 1 2, test 1 2, testing lav mic 1 2, test 1 2.
Good morning, Keller Williams. Welcome to Friday. Looks like there's going to be a great weekend out there. Um, let's get into this. Let's talk about the COVID update. Well, 2 weeks without no cases, and now we've got a total of 6. So you can see how quick things can change in this COVID-19 pandemic. So 2 new cases of COVID-19 were reported in New Brunswick on Thursday. There are now 6 active cases in the province. All are temporary foreign workers who arrived in Moncton and immediately went into self-isolation. One of the 2 cases is an individual between 40 and 49, and the other is between 50 and 59, according to the government's news release on Thursday. In one of the confirmed cases, Public Health said the person might be infectious while traveling on 2 flights, including one into New Brunswick. Those flights are Air Canada 8918 Toronto to Moncton, July 25th, and Air Canada 1232 Cancun to Toronto, July 24th. Individuals who have been on these flights are asked to self-monitor for 14 days after the flight for symptoms, and the release said, and should symptoms develop, please self-isolate and call 811. So in regards to this, 2 weeks with no COVID, now we're back up to 6. As you can see how easily it flip-flops back and forth, and if we're following the operational plan and the COVID forms that Keller Williams use, hopefully we will help flatten the curve and there'll be business as usual in our real estate industry. In regards to the cases, like again, we have a total of 176 cases, 6 are active, 168 are recovered, and 2 deaths, and we have tested almost 54,000 people. So still a very low number considering what's still going on in Quebec, Ontario, and out west. But when you read, when you look at the papers and you look at the economists, they're saying that New Brunswick is faring fairly well, and our economy is moving in the right direction, and we've got more people continuing to go back to work, so they see our new normal being back in order somewhere by the end of August. So technology, innovate, automate, and dominate. Just another reminder that the Director of Technology is available to all agents on one-on-one on Zoom for 4 hours per day, 5 days a week, so please feel free to book. If you go in there and you see that a lot of the slots are booked for 2 or 3 days in advance, please book anyway. If they're booked, it's because David is probably working with the 6 or 7 people brand new people that we just onboard, and he wants to make sure that we get them in and registered in command and on the system while they're fresh, newly coming into our business. So don't forget that. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that as the Director of Technology, David collaborates with all the technology people 3 times a week across the country. And during those collaborations, it's a chance and opportunity for them to look at the technology, the training, and any materials that one area may be using over another. And if it's something that all of us should use, then it's pretty much shared amongst the provinces. For instance, when we came out with the COVID forms that we're currently using, they started in Hamilton, Ontario. And they went from Hamilton to pretty much right across the country. We took them, we adopted them, and we circulate them, and we still are using them, and so is every other market center across Canada using them. Another thing that we've done is that in our friends to the east of us, called Nova Scotia, Aaron did a great job in developing a guide to Keller Williams Command. It was shared with the tech directors. David has been in contact with her on a regular basis. They've got a great working relationship. She shared this document with him, and as a result of that, we're going to share it with you, because we're going to make this document user-friendly, but it's going to be your guide to looking at anything that you might want to look at in command. So your director meets 3 times a week with them. This collaboration provides agents with access of wealth of information, tools, and documents that we share. This document will be shared for sure, and everything in each of the documents has a training session that you could click on, whether it's adding a contact, exporting contacts, editing contact, whatever it is in command, you will have, for every applet, you will have a training tool that you can go and click and learn how to navigate through command. That's not to say that we're sending this booklet out that you can't call David, but there are some people that are advanced in technology. They want to go look ahead and see what's going on, and that will give this training manual will give them a little bit of a guide to go through it. For those that have a more difficult time going through command, you need to talk to David and set up the time, and he will definitely have the time to spend with you to ensure that that you get through whatever difficult applet you're having trouble with, through it, and be able to master it at the same time. So in regards to this, everything will be sent out when Amanda sends out the final version to you. You'll have this, and we are going to add to it. We're going to add DocuSign to it. We're going to add Real Estate Webmaster's leads to you, how that works, how you set up your app, and continue to use this as a living document, so that we can put into place repeatable exercises, so that you're never ever lost along the way. The other thing we want to talk about is MegaCamp. MegaCamp, on the OP call on Monday, MegaCamp is fast approaching. It's 15th to the 17th. It's going to be absolutely a digital experience. It's going to be an experience that I would ask and implore that all of you take part in MegaCamp. I believe the cost of MegaCamp is $150. I think it's $150, and that's US. I think if you go on now, between now and, I don't know if it's the end of the day today or Monday, you can get it for $110. It's not a matter of just registering for it. It's a matter of making sure that you participate in it. The 3 days, the 15th, the 16th, and 17th, is going to be packed with technology, cutting-edge technology, cutting-edge training, cutting-edge coaching. It's cutting-edge information that will possibly take you to the next level, and for some of you, maybe break through some barriers that you've been having difficulty with, and giving you the time and the leverage to do this business at a higher level. So I'm asking you to consider registering. Your leadership team will be meeting on a Zoom call either today or the first of the week to have some discussion around mega camp, how we foresee it to happen, whether or not we participate in helping share the costs of ensuring that as many people gets registered and gets on as possible. The other thing that we wanted to share with you, if you know anybody that may not be in our company, Keller Williams Capital Realty in New Brunswick, that would benefit from sitting through 2.5 days of mega camp, then we want them to join us as well. Whether they come to Keller Williams after this or not, they will have a better understanding of what Keller Williams is all about in regards to technology, in regards to coaching, in regards to training, and certainly in regards to culture. And that's a huge, huge thing for us. So you're going to hear me talk about Mega Camp a lot, and I'm really, really saying that of the two, Mega Camp and Family Reunion, it would be a toss-up which one I would go to if we were allowed to go and it wasn't virtual. There's lots of information. I really like the Mega Camp side, and I think that it would be beneficial. It'll be the cheapest Mega Camp that you will ever participate in. I figured out that if one person flew to Austin, Texas, spent 4 nights in a hotel and meals, and came back in taxis and shuttles and everything else, you're probably looking at between $3,000 and $4,000, depending on how cheap you can get the flight. But I would say $3,000 to $4,000. So you're going to get it all in the comforts of your house or the comforts of your office for $150. Sorry, it's 109 American right now until Monday, and after that I think it's 150 U.S. So please look at that and see what you can do about participating in that function. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that we just transmitted, and this is a shout out to Amanda and all of the staff, the directors of First Impressions, the directors of operations, whatever name or title you want to put yourself. These people have done a tremendous job in regards to keeping abreast and keeping ahead of the sheer volume that is coming through from all the offices around the province. For the month of July, the company dollar for Keller Williams Capital Realty was an all-time record in the 8 years that we've been in the business. For one particular month, all-time record right across the board, $270,118. That's an all-time record. That's you, that's our partners, that's everyone digging in during COVID and during this pandemic and doing what you do at the highest level. And on behalf of Scott and I, we really truly believe that you are our partners and we're in this together. Closed sales for the month of July, 487 sales, 651 written contracts in the month of July. And here's the best news of all. And it's not owner profit, but it's profit share. Profit share for the month of July, an all-time record for New Brunswick, but also an all-time record for all of Canada since Keller Williams came to Canada. $100,000 of profit share going back to the people that helped create this fabulous month of July 2020. This is, Scott and I said, well, we don't want to embellish it. We don't want to brag it up too much because we don't want to be seen out there as, braggers and that. This is something that we should be bragging about because this is not Scott and Austin. This is 144 people working hand in hand to do what we do best and sell real estate. And our commitment to you has not gone unnoticed. We will be here. We will pour into you. We will give you everything that you need to get in order for you to do your business at the highest possible level. The other thing is that what makes me even more prouder is the quality of people that we have and the vision that we started over 8 years ago in June past of being the company of choice with the most productive agents and not the most agents is ringing very, very true in 2020, what Scott said earlier, the roaring 20s. We have a company that you and I and all of us need to be so very, very proud to be part of. And we are so very proud to have you on our team, and we are absolutely enthralled to call you our partners. Have a great weekend. Keep up the great work. Continue to look at getting listings on your grocery shelf, because when you got the groceries, you got the customers. And if there is anything that we can do from a leadership point of view, we are just a call or a text away. Thank you very much, and have a